What if I told you that no one, absolutely no one, could ever make you angry again? Not your boss, not a stranger, not even the person who knows all your weaknesses. Sounds impossible? The Stoics proved it's not. The story begins in Rome, 1st century CE, a city of marble and intrigue, where power shifts like sand. Here walks Lucius Annaeus Seneca, a sharp-witted Spaniard raised in Rome's elite circles. Philosopher, statesman, tutor to the young Emperor Nero. For a time he wields influence like a blade, but Nero's paranoia grows and suspicion falls on Seneca. Accused of conspiracy, he's exiled to Corsica, stripped of status, his name tarnished. Most would rage against the injustice. Yet Seneca sits by the shore, penning letters that breathe wisdom. We suffer more in imagination than in reality, he writes. Exile, he decides, is not punishment, but a test. Picture an insult flung your way. It's a gust of air, harmless unless you clutch it. Seneca proves that anger is not inevitable. It is a choice. His letters, later gathered as the Epistulae Morales ad Lucilium, became one of Stoicism's greatest treasures, born not from comfort, but from loss. The tale drifts east to Hierapolis in Asia Minor, where a boy is born into chains. His name, Epictetus. From birth, he belongs not to himself but to his master. Later in Rome, under the cruel Epaphroditus, a secretary to Emperor Nero, he learns what slavery truly means. One day, his master wrenches his leg until it snaps with a sickening crack. Epictetus doesn't curse, doesn't beg. He simply says, "You will break it." And when the bone splinters, he adds, "Did I not tell you so?" Later freed, he limps for life, but his spirit remains untouchable. In Nicopolis, Greece, he opens a modest school. No marble halls, no wealthy patrons, just a simple room where he teaches that the mind is the only fortress no tyrant can storm. His students record his words in the Discourses and the Enchiridion, works that survive to this day. Some things are within our control and others are not, he insists. Imagine a storm raging outside. You cannot stop the wind, but you can choose how to set your sail. His broken leg becomes a symbol. Pain may bend the body, but the mind can remain unbroken. The journey leads north, to a tent at Rome's frontier. Marcus Aurelius, emperor in the 2nd century CE, writes by flickering lamplight as Germanic tribes growl beyond the border. A ruler with the weight of empire on his shoulders, he could drown in paranoia or lash out in fury. Instead, he turns inward. In his meditations, private notes never meant to be read, he reminds himself, "Today I will meet people who are selfish, rude, arrogant, deceitful, but they will not disturb my peace." This practice, premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization, prepares him. Picture dawn breaking, a calm breath before the day's chaos. Marcus's armor isn't forged from steel, but from patience. He ruled not through rage, but through resilience, even sparing generals who betrayed him, even forgiving rivals who sought his throne. And here's the thread that ties them together. Seneca turned exile into wisdom. Epictetus turned chains into teachings. Marcus built peace from threats. Their secret: anger is weakness. True power is calm built through choice. Their voices still echo now. Imagine a parent soothing a tantrum, not with shouts, but with quiet understanding. That's Seneca. Picture a poet in exile, like Warson Shire, turning pain into verses that heal. That's Epictetus. See a nurse in a chaotic ward, building care with steady hands. That's Marcus. Even science agrees. A 2024 psychology study found that those who reframe stress as a challenge, not a threat, reduce anger by 45%. The Stoics were right all along. It's perception that shapes our peace. So what does this odyssey whisper to us? Life tosses storms, harsh words at work, venom online, old wounds at home. It's tempting to flare up, to wrestle the wind. But Seneca saw exile as a classroom. Epictetus turned chains into freedom. Marcus built peace from threats. The unshakable heart isn't forged in anger, it's built in calm. Instead of battling a rude co-worker, craft a kind reply and watch the tension fade. Instead of nursing an old wound, build a shared laugh. Instead of raging at life's chaos, create something small, a garden, a poem, and feel joy rise. The future doesn't belong to those who rage at the past, but to those who build anew. So I'll leave you with a question. When did you last choose calm over anger, and how did it set you free? This is Think Again. Until next time, question on.